morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liquor Kenobi. And before we get started, I'd like guys, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, there's been a movie that people have been talking about out there, and it's out in theaters, I believe. But not only that, bro, Netflix, they have found their success right here. K-Pop Demon Hunters aims for 5 songs in Billboard Top 20, conquering Frozen and Encanto prior success. Now, Drunk Freepio has mentioned this to Ryan Kennel that this has been very good and it has action. Now, I saw the bits and pieces of the trailer and everything and all, and I guess it looks good. But I'll try to watch it. I believe it's on Netflix right now. Let me see. I think it is. They said it was supposed to start on June 20th, which I believe it did. So, I mean, I'm new at this part here, so let me check 1 minute here. Yep, there it is. So I'll try to give it a watch and everything, but now let me look over here 1 minute. Let's see. Okay. Well, Hunters in theaters. Okay, according to this, the K-Pop Demon Hunters, the animated Netflix film, is having a limited theatrical release for a sing-along event on August 23rd and the 24th in select theaters across the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. So, a lot of people have been talking about this, and they think that this movie is going to top it off, man. And it looks very entertaining, bro. It does look very entertaining. I'm not used to this kind of animation, bro, but I did, of course, saw Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, so it has that animation in there. And, I don't know. It looks interesting, bro. And plus, I won't be able to watch it in theaters, so I will watch it on Netflix most likely, bro. But, like I said, I'll give it a watch later on while I'm at work and everything. I'll probably give it a watch and see how I like it, and see. But let's read up this article so far and see what do we have. Look out, world, there's a new winner in animated movie soundtrack. For the last many decades, Disney has owned the modern movie musical charts, whether it was The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, or Phil Collins singing You'll Be in My Heart. The Walt Disney Company has dominated in the field of music from animated movies. Perhaps its best example was Frozen, that spent 13 non-consecutive weeks at #1 more than any album that year, and finishing it as 2014's year and #1 album, Let It Go. Now, Frozen 2 repeated the album featuring hitting #1 on the Billboard 200 in December of 2019, even if it didn't generate a Hot 100 chart topper. In other words, the franchise proved albums led by princess protagonists could dominate long-form listening, even as their signature singles fell shy of the summit. So here it is right here of the song. I'm not going to play it, because I already played these 2 songs, and I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not going to do that. And I'll let you guys watch it yourselves when you do it. Then Encanto, which split the difference, the soundtrack reigned for 9 weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 with the earworm We Don't Talk About Bruno, did what Let It Go couldn't reach #1 on the Hot 100, where it stayed for 5 weeks. Notably, Bruno is an ensemble number, not the heroine solo. However, unlike anything we've ever seen before from the animated film in the history of cinema, a new movie from Netflix has completely taken over top pop music. The new undisputed champ, Netflix and Sony's anime inflected musical K-Pop Demon Hunters, the film's fictional girl group, Huntrix, just scored a historic Hot 100 #1 with Golden, the first Hot 100 chart topper by a K-pop girl group. Meanwhile, the soundtrack is shocking the Billboard's 200 top tier, peaking at #2 so far. The single's ascent has been fueled by TikTok, Instagram, virality, and rare US radio support for a K-pop act, and the movie itself has delivered Netflix scale reach. But without having even reached the top spot for albums, why is K-Pop Demon Hunters runaway winner for the most pivotal soundtrack of the anime film ever? Yeah, like I said, dude, I mean, this has a chance. This could do it. Yes, you're seeing that correctly. K-Pop Demon Hunters is on the verge of having 5 songs in the top 20 Billboard singles chart. In other words, total and complete cultural phenomenon worldwide. So how has the Netflix anime movie managed to do this? For one, they've reverted the girl boss model back to actual female hero archetypes. Instead of the world having to accept the main character in K-Pop Demon Hunters for who she is, the movie has a vulnerable main protagonist who must overcome a feeling of shame to accomplish greatness. It is the hero's journey, but unlike much of the modern girl boss tropes, this time she and her friends do so with a feminine, heroic actions of empathy, nurturing, and forgiveness. Yes, they're slaying demons, but sort of as an afterthought, the movie is actually about female relationship at its core. So this is their album, Golden. So if you want to watch this, you guys can go ahead. I will make sure the link is on the description below. So, one, heroine energy and single, not just the album. Disney proved female-led narratives could only own the album chart. The Frozen era was an LP phenomenon. Encanto finally produced a #1 single, but it was an assembled piece. Now, KP Demon Hunter moves the center of the gravity of the heroine-coded act Huntrix, delivering the song of the moment, an explicit Hot 100 #1 tied to female protagonists. 2, pop format engineered for today's attention economy. Golden blends bilingual hooks, tight run times, choreo-friendly structure, and K-pop production values, design choices that convert instantly on TikTok, Instagram, and then feed US radio. This social to radio flywheel is exactly what kept Bruno aloft, but KP Demon Hunters channels it through a girl group anahem rather than an assembled novelty. Fictional idols with real-world chart credibility. The Huntrix concept gives audiences a parasocial group of state to stand, letting the film function like an idol launch. That's part of why multiple soundtrack cuts are charting and why the album is flirting with the #1 territory. Number 4, distribution that beats the fandom where it lives. A Netflix first rollout delivered massive scale. The film quickly became the streamer's most watched animated movie and one of its most viewed originals, creating a larger top, a funnel for the music than a typical theatrical only window. Yeah, man. I mean, I think this has a chance of beating Disney's musical top 100 billboards. But I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna watch this movie and see how this performs, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. So I will have this link on the description below. So please, by all means, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.